that initial rater, if it's not square peg, square hole, round peg, round hole, they don't have the discretion to sort of make decisions that are outside of the directions they're being given in that manual. When we file arguments on behalf of veterans, the lawyers, we're doing work all the way up into the court system, and so we're familiar with changes that happen at the court level. There's sometimes we run into cases where the court has made a decision that the law should be interpreted in a particular way, but it hasn't, that decision and the law coming out of it hasn't been added to the M21-1 yet, and it creates this conflict because that rater, who they may just be a 22-year-old kid right out of college in their first job, may have no exposure to veterans or to the military or to the healthcare system, and they have gone through the VA's internal training, but they're not a lawyer, they're not judges, they're not somebody who's been working VA claims for a long period of time. They're not going to know anything about that court case that a lawyer or VSL may know. So sometimes we see that it takes time to get it to the right person in the VA, and often that's not the first person who's rating the claim.
I think that'd be frustrating as a veteran because, especially nowadays with AI and all that, even with ChatGPT or whatever, it might tell you, you know the answer, like you know what the court case, and now it's like, well, what do you mean? It's right here. It's not gonna call an attorney just to get help.
If it's not in the M21-1, there's a good chance that the initial rater who sees that isn't going to grant the claim if the M21 doesn't say that they can. It's funny that you mentioned the AI. The VA has been in the process of implementing various AI tools within their own system, and they have a backup right now because certain tools weren't populating contentions correctly when they were producing things within their own systems. And so now they're trying to go through and fix it. So they are trying to use those same tools in order to help veterans process their claims more quickly. But there's such a, I'm not trying to make excuses for them, but they're such a gigantic organization. They're just challenges that come up.
And there's thousands and thousands of us that file claims and appeals, and then So how long does it take? I think we kind of went around this a little bit. How long does it take to get a decision from the VA?
The answer that most people will give you, which everybody hates, is it depends, right? So if I have a relatively straightforward claim and I'm only filing on one condition, and I have all of the documents there, I've seen them granted in weeks. Not typically that fast, but
I was like, wow,
I just talked to a guy the other day who got his done within a couple of weeks. That's rare, but it does happen. Initial claim, 3 to 6 months. Right now, at least in our office, what we're seeing is that if I file an appeal of an initial claim on an HLR, which is a request for a higher level review, that can take 6 to 8 months. If that's granted, sometimes they grant the benefit outright, and that means, you're done with the claim, you've got the benefit, hopefully, if it's granted at the right level. Other times what they do is they look at it and they say, we committed, common one, we committed a duty to assist error. So let's say, for example, I filed an initial claim, I gave the VA a whole bunch of evidence that I have a particular condition, and then the VA never sent me to a compensation and pension exam, and they just denied it. The higher level review rater might look at that and say, we were required to send Travis or John to a CMP exam. This is a duty to assist error. Okay, now they're going to move it back to the supplemental claim line. They'll send you back to have that examination performed. So that's going to add extra time on top.